Hey, first graders. Today we're going to continue on with double digit addition. I've already shown you two different ways to do that. One using the quick draw, using the 10 sticks and ones to add two numbers together. And the second one was what we call new groups above, where we added straight down the columns of a vertically written equation and put the new 10 that we made above the tens rows. And today I'm going to show you another method. But what I want you to keep in mind is that right now I just want to show you a whole bunch of different ways to solve these problems. But one of them is going to work best for your brain. I want you to practice them. But then I also want you to remember which one works best for your brain. You'll know how that feels. And that's the one that you can focus on right now to solve problems. You do not have to do it in a certain way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the new method, and then I'm going to show you the other two methods so you can see it three different ways. If we were together in class, I would have you guys doing this work. I would give you an equation, you would solve it the way that works best for your brains, and then I'd have kids coming up to explain their thinking. But since we're not able to do that, I'm going to explain my thinking to you three different ways. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the equation 46 plus 37. Okay. And I'm going to start first with what the new way to solve it, which is called show all totals. And show all totals is actually one of my favorite ways to solve problems. This is the one that works best for my brain. So when you show all totals, you look at the numbers that you have here and then you break them apart. So 40 and 6, and you break them apart in your brain. 46 is 40 and 6. 37 is 30 and 7. So I'm going to start here on the left side like we read, and I'm going to add the 40 plus the 30. So I'm going to put 40 in my brain, and I'm going to put 3 tens on my fingers. It's kind of hard to do. And I'm going to say 40 to my brain, 50, 60, 70. That's our first total, and I'm going to go ahead and write it right here. 70. 40 plus 30 is 70. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the ones place, right? I know 6 plus 7 is like 6 plus 6 and one more, and I know my doubles, so 6 plus 6 is 12 plus one more is 13. I could have also done this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's my second total, and I'm going to put it right here, 13. So I showed both my totals, and then the last thing I need to do is just add those two totals together. It's super easy to do because you'll always have a 0 in the ones place here. So 0 plus 3 is 3, and 7 tens and 1 10 is 8 tens. And my answer is 83. And that's show all totals. We're going to go over it again together, so don't worry about it. I just wanted to show you how to solve this the other two ways. So I'm going to write show all totals here. And then I'm going to show the same thing with quick draw. So first I'm going to draw out the 46. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And then use structure there, right? Fives and then the extra, and group the tens together. Now 37. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. All right. And now when I do it this way, I can definitely see that new 10. 5 and 5 is 10. So I'm just going to make it before I start counting all together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83. And that's how I do it with quick draw, right? And then the last way I'm going to solve this exact same problem, I'm going to rewrite the equation. 46 plus 37. And then I'm going to add straight down using place value. So I know 6 plus 7 is 13. So I'm going to just put this number 13 over here to show you that this is the total of these two. I'm going to put the 3 ones in the ones place. I'm going to put the extra 10 up in the tens place, and then I'm going to add all of these tens together. So 1 10 and 4 10 is 5 tens, plus 3 more tens is 8 tens, and I got the number 83. And this is, we call this new tens or new groups above. So those are the 3 different ways you can solve them. You'll see after lessons that I'm going to add videos with just quick explanations on how to do these. I already have a quick draw and a new groups above, and I'll add that show all totals after this lesson. All right, let's do one together. So grab a piece of paper and a pencil real quick. Pause the video until you get it, and then we'll get going. All right, you should have what you need. Let's go ahead and add 2 numbers together. Let's add 58 plus 19. Now remember, when we write the equation vertically, we need to make sure that we're lining up the tens place and the ones place. If we're not very careful about lining it up, we might end up with something like this, and then I don't even know how to add that together. So we may have to make sure that everything's lined up. So if you weren't able to get that lined up with the ones place and the tens place, go ahead and fix that. Pause your video and fix that really quick. All right, here we go. So this is show all totals. And remember, with show all totals, we start in the tens place. 58 is 50 and 8. So, and 19 is 10 and 9. So here I'm adding 50 and 10. 50 plus 10 more is 60. Go ahead and write the 60. All right. Now we're going to add the 8 and the 9 together. We always start with the bigger number, 9. So I'm going to put 9 in my head, and I'm going to put 8 on my fingers here. You do the same thing. Or maybe you know the doubles plus 1. Whatever you know, let's solve it. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, that's not right. What did I do wrong? Let's try that again. We have 8, and we're going to start with 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I just must have miscounted. So I'm going to put 17 here. I'm going to make sure, again, I'm lining up the ones and the tens, and I'm going to add those two together. And 0 plus 7 is 7. And 6 plus 1 is 7, and our answer is 77. All right, so that is show all totals. Let's do the same thing using quick draw for the same equation. So I'm just going to divide that up. First, we're going to quick draw out using 10 sticks and ones, the 58. Go ahead and do that. And I did mine, so I drew out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. All right, now I want you to draw out the 19. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to and do the 19. And there's my 19. Because I use structure, I see right away I have a 10 stick right here, but I could also do this, 9 and 1 more is an extra 10. So I'm not going to count these. I put an X through them, but I know that I have an extra 10 stick there. So now go ahead and count them all together. Don't forget these extra 2. Oh, no, those are not extra. I should cross those out. Don't forget to count these extra ones on the top. So go ahead and count it. Pause it and count and see what you got. And let's count together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So I got the answer 77. I'm sure you did too. Let's solve it one more way using new groups above or new tens above. So I'm going to line up my equation again. Go ahead and rewrite the equation for yourself. Pause it if you need to. All right, first we're going to add the 8 and the 9 together. So 9, we'll do this right this time, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I do this to show my 17. Where do I put these ones? Yep, right below here. And where do I put this new 10? Yep, I put it above. Go ahead and pause and do that if you need to. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add the tens together. So 1 10 and 5 tens, 6 tens, and one more 7 tens, and we got the answer 77. Great job. All right, here's the last one we're going to do together. We're going to first do show all totals together, and then we'll solve it the other ways over here. So go ahead and pause and write this equation on your paper. All right, so for show all totals, first we're going to add the tens together. So here are the tens, and we're going to add 2 tens or 20 and 7 tens or 70. And of course, we like to start with the bigger number, it's less work. So I'm going to put 70 in my head, 70, and then I'm going to count up 2 more tens. Go ahead and do that. Let's do that together. 70, 80, 90. Where does the 90 go? Go ahead and write it down where it belongs. Should have written it here with the tens and the ones lined up. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the 6 and the 1. This is 6 ones and 1 1. So 6 plus 1 is? Yep, go ahead and write that where it belongs. We didn't make a new 10 here, did we? So we just, 6 plus 1 is 7. You don't always make a new 10. Let's go ahead and add this down. 9 tens and 0 tens is 9. 0 ones and 7 ones is 7. And there's 97. And that's show all totals. All right, I'm going to draw a line here. And we're going to do quick draw. First, I want you to quick draw out 26. Make sure you use structure. Pause if you need to. All right, now I'm going to draw it out. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Does yours look like mine? Good. Now pause and draw out the 71. I'll draw mine. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 1. Remember, I make a group of 5 there too. All right, and now we just need to count them all together. We don't have a new 10 over here, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, and the answer is 97. All right, now we're going to quickly walk through new groups or new tens above or new groups above. So rewrite your equation, 26 plus 71, pause if you need to. All right, let's go ahead and add straight down. This one's easier because when we add 6 and 1 together, do we get a new 10? Nope. So it just goes where? Right down in the ones place. 6 plus 1 is 7. And 2 tens and 7 tens is? That's right, 9 tens. And we got 97. All right. First graders, you'll see some homework and remembering attached. I want you to remember when you're adding 2-digit numbers together, you use whichever method works best for your brain. All right, I'll see you next time.